In this video, I'm going to go through step by step 10 different tips to help your eyes look younger and more youthful and more lifted. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let's jump in. Tip number 1 for your eyes is hydration. Make sure in and around your eyes during your skin prep, and I'll show you there's a skin prep video as well. I haven't used these eye patches, but eye patches are a great way to hydrate the underneath of the eye. On my eyes, I've used the Beauty of Joseon. This is a gorgeous eye cream, and just really hydrate under your eye. Don't put too much on top of your eye, a little bit, but make sure you sort of pad that off because our eyes are naturally quite oily. You can see the base there is set on top. So really important to keep them nice and matte before we begin. Tip number 2 is to prep your eyes. Now, I would prep my eyes either with a foundation, a skin tint, or an eye prime. So this is a base primer. I like this one. This is by Sigma Beauty, and I use my finger because I feel like I can get more precision. And I'm just prepping the eyelid right into that inner corner. The bulk of the product's going on the eye ball, and then the rest of it I'm just fanning up underneath the brow. And this creates a really nice base for our eyeshadow to adhere to and for it to last a little bit longer. But once again, if you've just got your foundation, by all means, just use that. Don't get too caught up in the finer details. This is more about how to apply rather than, getting all the top range products, just having a few little tips. This will really help you to open up and lift your eyes. So that's just the prep or the primer. Tip number 3 is to avoid really dark colors on the bottom eyeline. It can actually drag the eyes down, okay, especially if you haven't got it balanced with a darker shade on the top. Tip number 4, we're going to go into straight away, and this is your eyeshadow placement. Now, I suggest using an eyeshadow color when you're starting off, especially if you're beginning or you've been doing makeup for a while and now you're sort of thinking what shades suit. Go for something that's more neutral, like a neutral beige or a tan. This is like across the board will suit everybody. I'm just picked up the Weekender 2 palette by Youngblood. Has got quite a few shades in here, but I'm going to go into this one here, and this is called Chalet. And I'm taking my BK Beauty, this is the 211, and what I'm going to do, as opposed to sticking it right in there, okay, which is fine to do, what I would suggest is see where your pupil is. I would suggest going up just on that brow bone and putting a dot there, okay, and just dotting it across. So this is kind of going to give you a point of reference, yeah? So instantly, rather than sticking it just here, that closes the eye down, this is creating lift. Now, all we need is this one shade. You don't have to get too crazy. So what we want to do is bring this shade, and we're just going to bring it all the way along to the inner corner. We want the bulk of it on the outer corner, but just the residual is coming in here, just so that the whole eyelid is covered, apart from that small little area just under the brow, which creates a little bit of highlight. And we're just bringing it across. So it's not too difficult. So keeping the shade quite minimal, placing it nice and high. So your placement is key. And I'm just sweeping it across. So there we have it. It's really nice, and that's just nice and lifted. If I was to just place this color just inside the eye, just to give you a little bit of reference, and that's where I left it, you can instantly see that this eye on this side is nice and lifted, yeah? So this eye looks a little bit bigger, this one is looking a little bit more closed. So just remember to place it, do your marker right above there. It's quite high. So, and that's where it gets a little bit scary, as you think, oh, this is just getting into my eyebrows. But just trust that process, and especially if you're using, like if that's gone too far, you can get your foundation and just knock that out. Don't stress. So trust the process and have a play around. And use a shade like this that's quite light. It's not going to look too bad. So I'm just sweeping it back and forth like little windshield wiper movements and just getting it all over that mobile lid. It just creates a nice base. So in tip number 3, I was saying avoid the heavy eyeliner. I would use that same shade that we just used on a more detailed brush. This is the 210, and I would run that along the bottom lash line. Okay, so instantly we are now looking more open. Same on the other side, just run it straight along, and that's just so much more open. Tip number 5 is tightline. So if you don't know what the tightline is basically the waterline up there, that area up there, okay? Seems a little bit scary, so what you need is a waterproof eyeliner. This one is the Lash Line by Rumi Cosmetics. I really like it. I love a chocolate. You can use black. I find black is quite full on and can be quite hard. This one is really easy to use, so you're just going to place it inside your waterline, or tightline I should say, on the top. So what this is going to do, if I don't cry, is create, I'm just going to make sure we meet. So it's just going to create a little bit of weight. So rather than trying to get it on top and having an uneven line and then having to smudge it and then taking half your eyelid, because you know, as we get older, our eyelids are sort of getting this less room to play with and we've got more wrinkles. So this way you can place this up underneath. You're not losing any color that you've placed on the top there, and it just gives you that little bit of drama without looking too heavy. So just into the tight line again, make sure you finish it here, hoping that the camera's picked that up well enough for you. So that is the tight line. Tip number 6 is to use a flesh colored or nude toned eyeliner on your waterline. So that's the bottom. So on this particular one, this is the Youngblood, it's the duo, it has a shimmer and also a matte. I'm just going to use the matte, and you can see there the shade, and we're just going to place this just inside the waterline. So again, another tricky place to go. But instantly, once my eyes stop sort of watering, you'll notice that instantly that creates that little bit of lightness, and it really opens up the eye. So this is a great little hint to do, and it's quite simple. It creates quite a lot of lift, and I go right on the inner corner as well. Tip number 7 is to curl your lashes. Now this is something I never do because I'm just that little bit lazy, and I like to just get the mascara in and just kind of shimmy it through and push it up. But if you do give them a good curl, this will help sort of lift them up and also create a little bit more length. So you just want to make sure you get your lash, hopefully you can see that. And then once you've got it, give it a little bit of a pinch, make sure you haven't got any skin like I have, and really hold that nice and firm, and then do the other one. Then follow the curling of the lashes with a really good lengthening and volumizing mascara. This one is by Prime Promedics. I've used this quite a bit, and it is really good. It does what it says it does, helps to lengthen and create some volume in those lashes. So again, as you can see, I'm just shimmying that along a tiny bit on the bottom. I'll do another coat off camera. Just applied that second coat off camera, and instantly that's really helped to open up the eyes. I'm going to place some on this one as well. Really important when you're doing your mascara to take your time and try and get each lash, unlike me who kind of rushes the process. But if you actually take the time, you can really get each individual lash, and it will help them to really open up the eye, look larger, and of course more youthful. And then just tapping those bottom lashes as well, ever so slightly. It depends how long yours are. Don't know why I decided to film that. Tip number 8 is to just highlight these inner corners just under the brows. In the base video that I did on perfecting your base, I'll sort of link that in this one, I used this Sigma Beauty. It's a duo corrector, so it's got 2 colors, and I kind of mixed the 2. I did put a small amount up under this brow and this one, but what I will do, and this just helps to brighten, you don't want anything too shimmery, and I'll put a small amount just on the inner corner here, just to create that little bit of light. So what I've done, which you probably didn't notice, is I had two fingers. So one had the product on and I tapped it there, and then the other one was clean, so I moved it, just so I wouldn't get too much product. This, if you wish, you could do this before you do the mascara so that you don't upset your lashes. But that just gives that little bit of lift, a little bit of brightness in that inner corner. Tip number 9 with your eyeshadows, and we can use shimmer, but what you're probably better off to use is more creamy, dewy sort of shimmers, so similar to that sort of concealer that we just popped on top, as opposed to heavy shimmers that are going to sort of move around. If you do want to place your shimmers or any shimmers on the eyes, I would suggest using your finger. Yeah, so just grabbing, like say, a shimmer here, use your finger because it'll stick to your finger. It's not going to fall anywhere, it's not on a brush, and then you can just tap it in that corner where you want it, and this is going to stick perfectly because we just put that creamy color there without it getting out of control, looking too shimmery. Okay, and if you feel you've gone up too high or it's moved, just grab your brush from the beginning and just sweep over. Don't stress, it will come off. Yeah, just sweep over so you've only got a little bit of shimmer, it's not taking over the eye. Tip number 10 for your eye makeup and to make yourself look more youthful is to define the brows. So if you only just comb them, that's all you do, by all means just comb them up and out. I love adding a little bit of color. This is the e.l.f. Cosmetics. I love this one, it's waterproof, so I'll always comb with one end, lifting it up and out just to create that shape. And then what I'd like to do, usually on the outer corners, I actually lose a little bit of brow through here, so I like to add a little bit of color, soften the arch just a bit. If the arch is too high and pointed, it can look quite hard, yeah, and aging, yeah. So just be really, really careful with the shape of your brows. You want to make sure that they're there to enhance your face, frame your face, but sort of not take over either. And then once I've done that, I will comb that back through. And as you noticed, I put nothing on the inner corner because I don't need anything on the inner corner. The makeup is very light. If I darkened this up too much, it would bring my eyes in and I'd look a little bit like I was frowning. So that is your 10 tips on how to create a really youthful looking eye makeup, something that helps to lift the face and just really accentuates your eyes. So I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll link the base tutorial in this as well. And yeah, I hope you have a great day.